Even though there have been so many leaks about these phones leading up to this event, they are now finally official. So here is my quick hands-on for the Galaxy S8 and S8 Plus. So the big standout feature you'll notice immediately is the screen. Like the Edge devices before it, it has a screen that wraps over the edge of the device and curve into the body, giving the appearance of a bezel-less side, at least on the two sides. At the top and bottom of the front of the device, there are bezels, but they've been drastically reduced. Thanks in big part to Samsung finally removing the physical buttons, which I've been griping about for a long time. Android has built-in software buttons that can change depending on the screen. You can customize them. It just feels like physical buttons are like an outdated component that we no longer need. So it's nice to see Samsung finally getting on board. Samsung does claim that there is a special component that mimics the feel of a physical button at the bottom when the quote-unquote invisible home button is pressed. To me, it feels like just a better version of our normal haptic feedback, but it still is a nice touch. Both phones are also IP68 certified, so it's the same as the S7 and waterproof up to 1.5 meters in depth for up to 30 minutes. Beyond that, the screen itself is super nice, and it's a super AMOLED screen that we've come to expect from Samsung. That is either 5.8 inches on the S8 or 6.2 inches on the S8 Plus. Both have a not so normal resolution of 2960 by 1440. The noticeable difference in resolution from width to height is due to the fact that Samsung is using an 18.5 to 9 aspect ratio, which makes the phone obviously taller and not as wide. Now, of course, they had to do 0.5 more than LG with the G6. Just like the G6, this is Samsung's way of getting more screen into a thinner phone, which I appreciate on both of those phones. Both devices feature a 12 megapixel f1.7 rear camera that has dual pixel tech, which is something you find in like a fancy Canon camera, for example, that basically allows the camera to autofocus really fast. And on the front, they have a f1.7 8 megapixel camera with face detection for autofocuses for your selfies, of course. Under the hood, both devices have the Snapdragon 835 octa-core processor and 4 gigs of RAM. They're both running Android 7.0 with Samsung's TouchWiz UI on top, and have 64 gigs of storage internally with a micro SD card slot that will accept up to a 256 gigabyte card. There are a range of security options for unlocking the device. From the fingerprint scanner that is now finally on the back, to me, it's just the natural place where a fingerprint should go because it's kind of where your hand goes when you're holding the phone just naturally. To an iris scanner that you can use your eye as the password, which is above the screen, to a facial recognition system that should unlock the phone as soon as you look at it. Think of like Windows Hello. Samsung is trying to compete, it seems, with Google's own Google Assistant with the launch of Bigsby. Bigsby is their own AI that is contextually aware with what is on the screen, as well as can be summoned by a dedicated button on the left side of the device. Powering all of this is a 3000 milliamp battery in the S8 and a 3500 milliamp battery in the S8 Plus. Samsung also announced DeX, a software that allows the S8 to dock and be used in a more desktop-like way with windows, a keyboard, and a mouse, and a new version of the Gear 360 that can be used with the S8 to capture 360 videos and photos, but also do live streaming of them as well to Facebook and YouTube, etc. On the audio front, they have also announced that the S8 and the S8 Plus will include a pair of AKG Pure Sound headphones in every box, which obviously can't hurt. And the S8 and the S8 Plus have dual audio Bluetooth, which is Bluetooth 5.0 by the way, which will allow you to stream music to 2 separate Bluetooth devices simultaneously, which could be interesting. There you go, quick hands-on showing off the S8 and the S8 Plus. I did have a very limited amount of time with these, so hopefully I'll get a review device and then a full review will come as soon as possible. But let me know what you guys think of the S8, the S8 Plus. The phone is pretty sexy in person. I didn't expect it to be as nice, but it's pretty nice. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love to hear from you guys. And if you like this video, please thumbs up it or share it. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want more videos like this, please check out my channel. My face is floating around here somewhere. Click on that to be taken to the channel page. And if you like what you see there, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.